Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Katamari Damacy stream with a special guest, Curly. Say hello, Curly. Yes, I had met Curly through Dylan, which, you know, he's been on here before. Sorry, I had to change the volume on my emulator. So, how have you been, Curly? Hang on a minute. It's still way too loud. There we go. Okay, so, say that again.
I've been decent, I guess.
That's good to hear. Okay, so, are you able to see my stream?
Let me try it. I can see.
Cool. Alright, yeah, so thankfully this tutorial stage that I'm playing right now, I don't know if you can see that because there's a delay, but you can skip past it by pressing start a bunch, so that's cool. Because I played this game so many times, it's such a good game that I'm going to play it again. Have you ever played this game, Curly? Curly?
It's like echoing, like when you say something. When you say something, it repeats back again.
All right, just mute the stream then, and then it won't echo. Holy shit!
I played this. I think I played this before, but a really long time ago.
Why am I getting? Oh my! I'm getting really bad lag. Like the frame rate dropped so bad. What the hell? Okay. I really don't know what to expect, but we're just gonna make do with it for right now. Maybe I'll, you know, maybe I'll work out the specs on my emulator after this video. But, you know, I deal with this, probably because, you know, it's a lot of processing power. Also, my computer is almost full on space, so there's that.
What do you think you're gonna do about
Well, I can optimize the emulator to the best of its ability, and in such a way that it'll actually work with my computer, and won't, like, overload it, so I don't have to deal with this lag issue.
Sounds good. Also, I'd recommend uninstalling any games that you don't play or don't think you'll ever play again or something like that.
Yeah, that's a good suggestion. I suppose I could do that. But jeez, why is it so slow? I don't know.
I did that today so I could make room for another game.
Oh, okay. And did this game have like a lot of processing power?
It looked like it when I was going to download it.
Oh. Okay. That's fine.
Okay, so laugh at me all you want, but the game is Team Fortress 2. I've never played it before, and I want to see what the hype is about.
Truth be told, I hadn't played Team Fortress 2 until like this, or, you know, 2018 about. And the funny thing is, I actually only picked it up and I started beating Dylan in like every match we would have together. And, oh yeah, I did. And it kept happening. But then just ever so recently, he started like getting too good. And then I had to like think of much better strategies. So I don't know if he like suddenly got much better, or if I just brought out the skill in him that was there that he just was holding back. I don't know. Regardless, though, he's gotten much better, and I've improved somewhat as well, so there's that.
He inhaled stuff to give him power.
I'm sorry, what?
He inhaled mutant stuff to allow him to get more powerful at the game.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, that's an inside joke that, him and Dylan and his friends talk about on their little Discord group. Oh, geez. Okay, there's this little instruction thing I can't really skip through.
Oh no, like floating head is giving you instructions whenever all we do.
We'll sit here and listen to it.
Stop, collaborate, and listen. This is that for the family invention.
Yeah. It'll be over in a second. I especially hate that kid's voice that I'm hearing that you'll hear eventually.
Like when the game ends and it archives this video.
Hang on. Do you hear that kid screaming?
No, because I accidentally streamed the video.
Oh. Oh, okay. Yeah. Forgot about that. No big deal, but, well, when you watch it back again, if you choose to or not.
That's what I said, like when it gets archived as video.
Yeah. Okay. I'm thinking about going to like a 30-minute stream. Usually that's the length I go for. You know. The funny, do you think you'd be willing to stay on here for 30 minutes?
Yes.
Cool. Okay, so did I save that? Yeah, I saved it. Alright. We're gonna move on to the next level. Make a star number 2. Number dos, number ni, if you're Japanese.
Gotta get up, woo!
What's that from?
I don't know, I just song references all the time.
Oh, okay. Well, cool. I make references on here a lot, too.
I'm like a serious fan of like alternative rock and stuff.
Oh, shit, yeah, that's, sorry. Curly doesn't like cursing. So I try...
I'm fine with it, I just don't use it myself.
Well, I'm gonna keep it PG just for you, okay, Curly?
You don't have to do that, but okay.
Well, I'm gonna, and you can't stop me. Anyways, I'm actually a fan of alternative rock myself. That's actually where my roots in music are.
I could tell from like Brother Dexter, cause that's rock.
What'd you say? Feather duster?
Brother Chester.
Oh! For some reason it sounded like you said feather duster, and I was like, what is that?
Yeah, I know, I have a weird accent, but
You don't really have much of an accent unless you count, American an accent.
I mean like my list, cause apparently I have a list.
Oh, okay. Well, I couldn't really hear it. I think it was just like I couldn't hear very well and it didn't come out right in Discord. I don't think it was a lisp. But yeah, for those of you who don't know, I think I put that on YouTube, and that's how I showed Curly.
It like sounds completely different.
What sounds different?
Brother Jester does. It sounds like a piano thing instead of rock.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, Brother Jester was a song I wrote early last year. Actually, I think it was mid last year. It was just I had this little rhythm going in my head, that little na 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 na, and I eventually made it into like a full length instrumental, and what's so funny?
I laugh a lot. Don't worry about it.
Anyways, so I made that song, and then Dylan, my friend, decided to write the concept for the song. He was like, can you make this song about a dog who is also a jester? And I was like, sure. So, that's why you hear the lyrics in there. You're like an evil jester, or your puppy dog eyes. But I also kind of wrote it about a family member of mine. I tried to make it correlate with something personal. And, it is what it is.
Like the dog gesture is actually my character. I think that's where Dylan got the idea from.
Yeah, I know. And I thought Brother Jester was a cool title, so
It is.
and it kind of describes the concept of the song for the most part.
So you wrote an entire song in my favorite genre, so you get extra awesome points.
Not to mention it was sort of about your OC. So,
Yeah.
does that get me any extra credit?
Yes.
Nice.
I'm very, very generous. It takes a lot to make me mad.
Well then, I'm gonna do everything I can to do so.
Well, I'm glad you think you're ready for a challenge, I guess.
Ah, oh, trust me, I'm always ready for a challenge. I go places where most men wouldn't go. The uncharted territory, if you will.
Oh yeah, Uncharted. That's the game like I played a long time ago, but I should probably try it again.
I don't think I ever played Uncharted. I watched my brother play it. I don't know, I'm into very simplistic games, kind of like this one. I don't think it's one I'd get too invested in, truth be told.
I'm just into indie games.
Any or indie?
Indie.
Oh, fuck. Okay. I fucked up the emulator, and now you're hearing a repeating of like a skidding sound effect, like a ah.
I don't hear it because I have the streamers.
Well, yeah, but anybody else who's gonna watch this, if any at all, are gonna hear that. And for those of you who do hear it, I apologize. I would do something about it, but I haven't gotten much time before the clock runs out. So, if you want, you can just mute this video and play some music over it if you enjoy this, whatever. Or just ignore it completely. It's up to you. Okay. I'm under a very strict time limit, and of course I'm not going for perfection in this game. I'm just, playing through it.
Perfection.
Yes. All right, cool. And it's still that noise is still playing. Oh, right. I still got some time left. I will say,
The floating head talking to you again.
yep. I will say though, I do like the soundtrack in this game. It's very diverse, but it's obviously from Japan. I mean, it's got jazz.
My favorite game is from Japan, and my favorite game also has a great OST.
What game would that be?
It's called Cave Story.
Oh yeah, I've heard of Cave Story. I really like the theme song, but I've never played the game before.
Please, you need to play that. Oh my god.
I don't know if I'm gonna stream it. Depends on how long it is. I like short games.
It's free and it's short.
Okay, good. Then in that case, I might actually do it. Thanks for giving me the suggestion, Curly. Ladies and gentlemen, Curly. Okay, I've got about 10 seconds before the timer runs out, and this sound just is...
Thank you. I'll be here all week.
Yep. This sound is just ear grating.
Literally, if you want me to join you every time.
Well... And it's still going. Oh, it's gone. Okay, good. Yeah. Hopefully I'll have you on again and again and again. And who knows, maybe we'll be... Go ahead.
The next best thing since being able to talk to Dylan nightly.
Right. And who knows, maybe we'll do a 3-way call, next time. That is, if he happens to be on, because let's face it, he's pretty much never on Discord.
Well,
I'm just...
He comes over.
Yeah, right.
I just be on the other side.
Yeah.
But don't give him weed again. Don't do it.
Well, I'm not doing it through stream, and I don't give him too much, because if he does, like, either too big a hit or at least 2... he loses all of his composure and just becomes incredibly annoying. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Yes, invaginate, very much so. Um, I was already kind of having a shitty morning on the day we did that stream together. Um, and then, I made the mistake of giving him too much marijuana, and he just could not keep his composure if he tried. And the funny thing is, apparently he was trying because he had blacked out during the stream. Apparently, he has no recollection of it even happening for the most part. He remembers like bits and pieces of it, but apparently he was having like this vivid lucid dream. And I've never heard of anything like that, but I suppose that's complemented by his neurological problems, maybe.
Yeah, that seems pretty likely,
I don't know, but it is what it is. So in
As
this,
the kids say.
what'd you say?
As the kids say.
Yes. So in this little side mission, I have to conjure up a bunch of crabs, um, or as they call them, cancer, because that's a type of
Astrological symbols.
yeah. But no, cancer is also a name for a crab. So And this crab is wearing shoes. What are the odds? It's wearing shoes on all 8 of its legs.
It gets me laughing even if it's annoying. Because it's gonna happen a lot.
Also, surprisingly, the lag, I didn't notice it until about now, but the lag has stopped, and that makes me happy. I'm a happy boy. Yay.
And Sus is a sad, sad puppy.
So, I wanted to. I don't think I've made this joke towards Dylan yet, but I suppose I'll tell you. I used to go to school in the city of St. Louis, Missouri, and there's a restaurant very close to there called Sauce on the Side, which I would order from frequently. Uh, I thought of this cool idea called Sus on the Side.
I think he would very much appreciate that.
Of course he would, because I mean I have this sticker on the back of my phone called Sauce Records, which is actually a record label from one of my former instructors at that school, Wayne Adams. Shout out to you. Maybe I'll link his channel in the description because he's a cool guy. But he was very pleased with the fact that it said sauce on it, so there's that. Funny
I'm
thing,
sure he will.
funny thing about that sticker is like the top layer of it peeled off. So now just it looks very frayed, but it's still there.
Yeah.
Yep. Come on. Jeez. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to conjure up a lot of different things. What the fuck? Okay, so th- this girl or this woman is literally sitting on a stingray. I don't know if you're seeing that, but you're about to. What? This game is an absolute hallucinogenic trip, to say the least.
Katamari is another game I've seen before called LSD Dream Emulator.
Oh yeah, and I've played that game too. In fact, believe it or not, I actually wrote a song based off of it. Isn't that weird?
Nah, it's pretty cool game to be making a song about for a little bit.
Yeah, I think people don't give it enough credit for the type of game it is. I don't know.
It's the PS graphics that make me think of it, and that it's weird and random.
Yeah, well, I mean it is, but for obvious reasons.
The giant head baby thing, though.
So yeah, I don't know. Do you know the story behind that game?
Wasn't it like based on someone's dream journal or something?
Yeah, and I think it was because correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it was because they frequently took LSD, and they would have really weird dreams because of it.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Yeah, so, there's that.
What is that?
Yep. And the funny thing is, that song I wrote, it was a collaboration song. Originally, I got the melody from a friend from my school, and then I wrote a guitar, a guitar rhythm to it, and I put a bunch of weird phasing effects over the guitar so it would sound trippy as hell. And then the lyrics were about, some of the, or just like a really weird dream to be in and contemplating whether or not it's reality.
Sounds perfect, man.
Yeah. I haven't released that song yet, but maybe I should because I still have the
You
file.
should, like, maybe if you improve it, if you wrote it a long time ago and you don't think it sounds good.
Well, then again, I mean, the man I worked with, his name is Michael. I won't give away his last name for, security reasons, but he also partially owns the song. I mean, well, technically we both don't legally own the rights to the song, but he worked on it too himself, so
Wait, isn't your name also Michael?
yeah, believe it or not, two Michaels working together.
You should have, like, made a lemonade song about the fact that you're two different
Yeah, well,
flavors of things.
true, but he only ever sent me one song, and then after that, I don't know. Funny thing is, this guy looked like he was about my age, 22. He was actually my sister's age, 28. Crazy.
Crazy, 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 crazy.
Yep. Always got something interesting to talk about on this show, even if the viewers don't think so. Then again, I mean, who?
Say is not interesting, like, at all.
What isn't?
What I say is not interesting.
Uh, give yourself a break. Why don't you? Have some fun, eh?
Okay.
Exactly.
La 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 la.
That's the spirit. Just don't do what Dylan did. Don't hit your microphone, or I swear to God, I will hang up on you.
I'm not gonna hit my microphone, but even though I don't take drugs or anything, I talk crazy a lot.
Yeah, but not nearly as insane as him, for sure.
Yeah, it's not that bad. I'll never be the master of that, but it's that, but weaker.
Yeah, and that's fine, because I mean, at least you're tame enough that it's actually, like, at least when you're not under the influence, bearable. Or at least when he's not. Because, I mean, and it's very admirable that you don't do any drugs and you try not to swear and you discipline yourself well with those types of things. Good for you.
Yeah, I just think it's the right thing to do to be straight edge.
Yeah, except you don't listen to the hardcore punk music where straight edge derives from.
I actually like punk music. I like basically any form of rock.
Yeah, but like the straight edge scenes, like the hardcore punk scene from like the 80s to 90s, like Black Flag, Suicidal Tendencies, Half Heart, I don't know, Dead Kennedys maybe.
Kind of get into some of those bands like that, but mostly I'm just starting with a few of the more well-known ones.
Well, thankfully, now that we're together, I have plenty of bands I could introduce to you. Be it that I've been on this earth a bit longer, I probably know a bit more than you do. And also, I'm an aspiring performing musician, so, I gotta keep a good musical vocabulary on me, or repertoire, if you will.
I want to write music, but I want to be a drummer.
Well, I can safely say, because I'm a percussionist myself. It was easy for me. I taught myself most of the stuff I learned. So, that was fun because, I did take lessons for a brief time, but I'm so socially anxious, or I was at the time. I just didn't like being alone in a room with the person I was with. Um, you know, it was what it was. But I will say that you might actually do it. You should invest in a drum set if you don't have one.
I want one, but my dad said it would be too loud, so he won't let me have one.
I guess that makes sense. Of course, what you could do, it might be a bit more expensive, maybe, is get an electronic kit so it won't be quite as noisy and all.
I kind of practice on GarageBand a little bit, the app.
Well, yeah, but that's like programming drums. It's kind of like a no-brainer. The computer just does what you tell it to do. If you're actually looking to get into playing drums, you want to get like a drum set and then, try to coordinate as best as you can.
I just wish my dad would change his mind, but he's very hard to make his mind get changed.
My mom's kind of the same way. I have a friend named Zach. He's got some issues. My mom isn't fond of those issues. So, you know, she won't invite him into our house. I won't, disclose any of those issues for, obvious reasons, but Zach's got his issues and my mom doesn't really trust him because the issues he's going through is similar to what we've dealt with in my family before, so
I guess that's understandable.
yeah. That's about as much as I'm going to disclose there. Moving on. Oh my god.
I just love having this tiny little guy called the Prince rolling around a bunch of things stuck together somehow.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know the story behind this. I guess I could have watched it or something, but I think what he's trying to do is save the world from destruction by transporting everything to
And he has the magic ability to make everything stick together, even if the ball itself is covered up.
and apparently not crush any of it and somehow keep it completely safe and intact. Sorry, what?
Or make any of it really fall off.
Yeah, well, actually, no. That only happens if you smash into another object really hard, or if.
Not often.
Oh, okay. Well, you're right. But yeah, I guess he's trying to save the world from destruction, so he, balls up everything and transports it to another star. I don't know.
Well, I guess he's pretty good at his job if he can do all this.
Right. Then again, this game makes about as much sense as a volcano erupting in Missouri. Damn, I made you laugh. Good.
It's very easy to make me laugh. You could literally put up a picture of a dead pigeon and I'd laugh.
A dead pigeon?
Yeah.
Well, I'd say that's a sick sense of humor, and also, if that's your sense of humor, then you're my type.
It was a joke, though. I
Yeah.
just used it as an exaggeration.
No.
How easily provoke them to laugh.
No, I understand, but also, I love dark humor. So, lay it on me. By the way, guys, for those of you who are wondering, maybe this is Curly's debut on YouTube, unless, of course, she's done a stream before she even gets a channel. And, I encourage you all to encourage her to make a YouTube channel.
If I even made a channel, it'd most likely be, speed drawings of me doing art and stuff, but I just have no idea.
That's true, of course, and maybe as time goes on you can learn to make animations and, improve.
I want to be I want my revolver to be close.
Oh, h- hang on a minute. Someone's knocking on my door. Sorry about that.
It's okay.
All right, cool. Under a minute, and I made it to the bare minimum. It's not that impressive. What?
Who was knocking or what was knocking?
Well, it was my mother, and it's a who. I don't think like an object could knock on my door exactly,
Well,
but
I've had like an object knock on my door before.
I have doubts unless you give me better context.
It was like a really long time ago. It was like a remote controlled toy.
So was this like a
But
toy?
it was a toy being controlled by my sister, and it was smashing into my door.
Oh, okay. All right, that makes sense. Thanks for giving me context, because otherwise I would have been like, that never happened.
Yeah, well,
You're welk.
but
Ooh.
I kind of had weird suspicions that there could be ghosts in my.
Oh crap, I do too. Let's get into ghost talk, shall we?
Like the doors close at night here, but only when I'm alone. Like,
Okay, so I'll tell you two different stories because the house I used to live in uh, was known to be haunted. First of all, there was child pornography filmed there, which is fucking weird. Second, it was known to be haunted. I think someone died there actually. I'm not really sure, but um, so what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so two different stories. One, I was with Dylan, and I still don't know if it was Dylan or not, but like I remember seeing a candle light up or lit up just suddenly, and I don't know if Dylan did it and he was playing a prank on me or if it literally happened all by itself. Either way, it's kind of creepy.
did you ask him about it? Like, if you saw them?
No, yeah, no, we both came back to the room and suddenly it was lit.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty crazy. And then another time, I was staying with my brother at that same house when he had moved in by himself. Um, you know, when we were long out of that house, or at least a year out. Um, and it was early in the morning, and I think I was like playing on the internet or something. Then suddenly I had like this really nasty, spiteful thought about my father who has been dead for years. Then suddenly, like, because I started speaking out loud, then suddenly I hear a bunch of stomping around the house. And my brother and I were the only ones there, so I don't really know how to explain that. So I said, "I'm sorry. Please leave me alone. Please leave me alone," and it stopped.
That's so freaky.
It could have been my father, and honestly, I kind of I have a hunch because my dad is like a or he was a complete douchebag. Alcoholism runs in my family, and he was an alcoholic. And as you know, some alcoholics are just very unlikable people. If they have like a really bad temper, or you know, are just very offensive without any regard for anybody. You know?
I have not been around people who like really drink or smoke, and that's probably why I've made the decision myself to leave it.
Yeah, I suppose so. And that makes sense. I mean, I only drink but like once in a while. But anyways, uh so my father, he was a very shitty person just in general. Um so I can imagine he would be like that because he had a really bad temper. So maybe he heard that and got mad that I was, talking shit about him while he was dead. And honestly, now I don't even care. He can, suck it because he was a shitty person and I don't really feel sorry for him anymore because of how he treated us. We didn't deserve to go through what he put us through.
That's so like really interesting and creepy though.
What's interesting?
The fact that that happened.
Yeah, it's it's quite a mystery. I'm I'm the only one that could prove it or that could say this happened because my brother was asleep. He was like, you know, out cold when this happened. So, but funny story. Also, one night I was there, and he was like I turned off the AC in the room because it was getting too cold, and he was having like a weird REM type of dream. And as soon as I turned it off, he was like, "Banga, please turn back on, Banga." And I was like, "What?" He's like, "Turn back on, Banga." And I was like, "Who's Banga?" And he's like, "It's a European DJ." And I'm like, "I think you're having a dream, man." And he's like, "Yeah, probably." I was like, "Okay, just go back to sleep." He's like, "Okay." And I talked about it the next morning. I was like, "Who was Banga?" And he was like, "Oh yeah, just some European DJ." And apparently he had no recollection of it, so there's that.
You never have recollection of your dreams. It's weird.
Well, that's not necessarily true, but
Like for me at least.
oh, I didn't know if you said I or you or whatever. All
And
right.
for some reason when you said REM, I thought of a band initially.
Yeah, that's actually where they got their name from.
Exactly.
Yeah. I could have said Rem, but I don't really want to. Oh, by the way, the thing I hate about sorry, what?
Nothing. I was babbling.
Okay. Well, the thing I hate about these Katamaris is that if you have like a lopsided object you pick up, like your Katamari will react to those by moving awkwardly.
Was it like fixed in later games maybe? Or was it intentional?
No, no, see, that's like a running theme in this game because, you know, they try and add physics to this, even though, like, the physics in, the real world still wouldn't really apply, but whatever.
Yeah, they gotta world building, I guess, the physics are like that, whatever those is.
Yeah, I'm wondering, like, what material this Katamari, if you will, is made of because
Probably
it's
something sticky or something covered in slime so it can take everything in.
yeah. Whoopsie daisy. Yeah, and the thing you can also charge this ball and sprint, I guess, or make the ball fly, and that sucks sometimes. Sometimes that sucks because like you'll go too far, or sometimes it won't charge up properly. It's weird. By the way, that shit, I activated that skidding sound effect again, and I hate it.
I'm kind of like feeling bad for you because I can't hear it currently, but I will if I watch it.
Yeah, you'll know if you do, of course.
I probably will, you know.
Yeah, you probably will. Oh shit. Oh, I'm stuck in between. I was stuck in between a TV and a table, and I was losing a lot of objects on my Katamari.
Stuck between a rock and a hard,
Stuck in between what?
a rock and a hard place.
Oh yeah.
It's so nostalgic seeing like all these badly rendered graphics.
eh.
Like they're low poly.
Well, that also could possibly be my emulator, because I don't know if it's running optimally, but I could change that later.
Because it was like, this was like 2002 or 2003 and the graphics weren't that advanced yet.
Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. I do like this music, though. Of course, it's really a shame that you're not able to hear it, but it's fortunate that you're not able to hear this excruciating sound effect.
I actually want to like get into more game soundtracks too, and this is one I'll check out next week.
Ah, yeah. For game soundtracks, let's see. I recommend like the Castlevania series. They've always got some really cool music.
Whenever I like hear Castle, I just think of the rest of White Castle.
You think of White Castle?
Yeah, I've never even been there. I don't think there's even one in my state.
Yeah, there is a White Castle very close to where I live, but I don't like White Castle very much, so I never really eat there.
I know they have sliders though.
Yeah, I don't like the way their sliders taste or feel in my mouth, truth be told.
I'm
And,
just not a burger gal in general. I prefer my chicken nuggets.
yeah, um, you know, I like fast food, I'm not gonna lie, and, whether it be McDonald's, Burger King, Steak and Shake, whatever.
You're making me hungry, man.
Okay. Well, no, I'm making you crave. There's a difference.
It's actually both for me because I'm
Eh, I don't know. Are you starving or are you just craving?
well, I am actually like starving because I didn't get fed much for dinner.
Ah, well, that's unfortunate. I'm sorry to hear about that.
All I got was like some French fries and some sticks of chicken that were cooked by my dad.
Sticks of chicken. Chicken
Do you know
sticks.
the Burger King chicken fries?
Uh, yeah.
That's what they are, but it's like a frozen kind that can keep spring.
Oh, okay.
And they don't taste nearly as good, so I don't like them. But I eat them anyway.
Oh, okay. Oh, finally. Okay, so I hit the bare minimum. I think after this level is over, I'm going to call it a stream. And I suppose if you'd like, we could keep talking after.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm
Why
doing...
don't you recommend Skate Story forever whenever you want to play that?
Cool, maybe I'll do it.
Sure.
Maybe I'll do it in a future stream. You never know. I always do a test run. Well, a lot of these games play a hell of a lot, so, I'll probably do like a test run of it.
And even if you don't stream it, I'd still be interested in watching you play so I can like guide you for when you need it because I know everything about it.
Hell, maybe that will be the stream, is you showing me what to do.
Like I wouldn't spoil anything, but I'd just guide you.
I'm about to, I'm about to lose. Or not lose, the level's about to be over.
It's over.
Is that a reference to Naruto?
Yes.
Nice.
And before you ask that, no, I'm not really that big into anime, but I know it's cute.
Yeah, it's fine. All right. Thank you everybody for watching. Thank you Curly for being a guest.
You're welcome.
And I will see you next time with more Katamari Damacy, so stay tuned. Bye-bye.